Okay, I'm so excited. I don't even know how to start this video. So, my name is Katie and I post things about books and some different little parts of my life. But today we're going to be reading my very first ARC, which is an advanced reader's copy. So, a publisher sent me this book so that way I can read it and let them know what I think about it. So, this is my very first ARC that I've ever been sent. I'm so excited. It's called A Curious Magic by Mara Rutherford. So this is what it looks like on my Kindle, but I will put the cover up on the screen because it is such a cute book. It's going to be released in October. It's like a cozy fantasy. Just from reading about it, I feel like it's a book that I'm absolutely going to love. So I'm going to be taking you along as I read this book and let you know what I think about it. And I'm just so excited to be reading an ARC for the very first time because that means that they've seen my platform and want me to be sharing about their book, or really they didn't say I have to share about it, but just they want me to read their book and to give them my feedback on it. So I'm just so excited to be reading an ARC, and I don't know, hopefully I'll be reading more in the future. This is so exciting. So let's get to reading. Okay, it is the next day. I read a good bit yesterday. I'm currently 33% of the way through the book, and I'm actually really liking it so far. So we have our main character, and her dad owned like a magic shop, but it was kind of like magical stuff. Like there wasn't, nothing actually really did anything. It just all kind of like looked that way, or was supposed to be like a replica of something that was magical. And so then her dad passed away, and she inherited the shop, and she's in debt. She's behind on her rent, and everyone knew that her dad kind of more of like scammed people into buying like the magical items, and so no one really wants to buy anything from her. So she is just struggling to keep the shop open, but she wants to keep it open to kind of like, you know, that's the only thing that she kind of has like left of her dad. Like she wants to still be running the shop. She doesn't want to lose it. And then she has like a best friend. He's really sweet. His name's Finley. I really like him so far. I am at chapter 13 right now. Like I said, I'm a third of the way through the book. So then we have another character that comes into play, and everything that she touches turns magical, or like she can like activate the magic in it. And so whenever our main character learns this, she's kind of thinking like, if she could be, you know, making things in my shop magical, I could be paying my bills and making all this money and like actually be able to afford things. So our two female main characters, we have Willow and we have Brianna. They're both very closed off and they don't really like each other, kind of like from what you can tell in the beginning, but they start to kind of work together pretty reluctantly, but they both know that like they both need that, like they're both going to gain something from it. And there's some little funny parts in there too, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And then like you see like the mention of like curious magic. I like whenever that a book kind of incorporates part of the title in the book, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I'm reading it pretty quick because it starts out like, not that there's like a crazy amount of action, it is more of like a cozy book, but you aren't having a super drug out beginning, so we're actually kind of getting into stuff pretty early. Like we see our characters like go somewhere and like they're trying to find something, and you're seeing that very early on in the book. So I feel like that's why I'm reading it faster, because there's actually so much more going on. I feel like that if a book starts kind of slow, like I don't necessarily hate that, but it's a little bit harder for me to get into it because you're kind of having to build up a lot more to stuff, whereas with this one I feel like that pretty early on we're kind of getting into stuff, and then like we've had some mentions of things that I feel like more stuff is gonna come to light later on. Like there was like a mention of how like her dad died, and there was someone else who died of like this similar thing, and like her dad knew that guy, so I'm kind of thinking like maybe that will come into play later on, and maybe more will come to light with that. I don't know yet, but I am really enjoying it. It's definitely like just a fun cozy book, but I definitely feel like there's gonna be some things that are gonna kind of come to light, and we're gonna learn a lot more as we get through the book. But so far enjoying it, and as of right now I would recommend it, but I will definitely let you know as that I kind of read through it. I don't really know what way the book is gonna go at this point, so I am hoping I'll finish it maybe today, depending on how much I need to do, but definitely tomorrow if I don't finish it today. So I should have like a final review for you pretty soon. I just finished my very first arc. I was sent A Curious Kind of Magic, and it comes out on October 18th, so let's talk about it. It is a YA cozy fantasy, and I really, really loved it. I knew pretty early on in the book that I was gonna really enjoy it. We got into the action pretty early. We were following Willow. Her dad passed away and left her his curiosity shop, and it's not doing very well because everyone kind of knows he's a little bit more of a scammer. His stuff isn't really magic. And so then this girl comes into town who everything that she touches turns to magic. So Willow sees that and feels like maybe they could work together, kind of help each other out. So that way, Willow's shop can have some real magical things, and then also she can help this girl break her curse. And we see them really definitely butting heads to start with. They don't really like each other, they're not getting along very well, but Willow's friend Finley is kind of like the mediator between it. And I just love seeing just the friendship blossom between all of them. And it was just such a fun, cozy book. It was really sweet where it was a YA. And you're seeing a lot of action though. We get into things pretty early. They already are kind of like taking a little bit of a journey pretty early in the book. So there's no lulls in the story. We're still just kind of getting into things and stuff is happening, and there was a lot of times where I was like, Willow, what are you doing? Don't do that. That is stupid. Or tell your friends. And just, it was nice though to see her change throughout the book and also to learn some things about her and her dad. And then also some things about Brianna's past come to light too. So it was just such a sweet ending. I absolutely love the book. And if you want to read it too, it'll be coming out on October 18th.